along with that massive gameplay reveal that we've covered, we got some Q&A, and we're just going to peel through that and just go to the main aspects to it because we've actually answered a lot of these questions already on this channel. First question, however, is good. Is voice chat available? They've confirmed that proximity chat is available but disabled by default. That is going to be a really fun and cool way to meet and form guilds. Having proximity chat on, make sure you always have it on so I can scream into your ears and make them bleed. So next question is, will there be controller support? They basically say yes, there is controller support. The next question, are contracts a forced co-op or can we do them solo? This question is particularly important as we've covered this extensively. They say 99.9% of everything can be done solo within the game. They note that people within the beta have been going out into the PvP zone, harvesting spice, gathering materials, coming and taking it back to Hager Basin, reaching 100% of all content being solo. So that's a big one. We can confirm, once again, solo is going to be a thing. For all the PvE players, that should be angels singing in your ears. We got the question, how big is the deep desert? We've covered this before. We know the answer to this. It's 576 square kilometers, consisting of about 9 different servers meshed together in a seamless experience. Will Hager Basin be full PvP? We know this one. This is an obvious one. Only PvP zones within Hager Basin are the shipwrecks, excluding the starting region. That shipwreck will not have PvP. Will bases decay over time? This is a good one because they say yes, bases will decay over time only if it's not powered by a shield. And they say we have about 21 days of being able to fill up our generators, leave the game for 21 days, and it'll take that amount of time for our shields to go down, and then our base will start to decay. So this is going to be perfect for guilds coming back and forth, going on holidays. If you have no one else and you're a solo player, you just need to be jumping in every 21 days or get someone else to do it for you. Can you build anywhere? To answer this question, it's just the obvious. You can't build in points of interest or too close to other people's buildings. You can't build on the sand, or you can, but the worm will attack you instantly, and Shai-Hulud can destroy your base. So do not build on the open sand. Just use common sense, use the rock face, don't build it on the sand. From videos we see, we can tell that you can build portions of it, as there is sort of like a limit or an area around the rock faces that the worm can't get to. Can you attack from vehicles? Yes, ornithopters can be equipped with rocket launchers. Apparently you can get on top of vehicles, including the ornithopter, and fire from them. We've seen some footage of this. I don't know if it'll be patched out, but it seems like a cool tactic because you can use your sugar wire, the grappling claw, to try a hook onto other ornithopters possibly. Apparently you can attack from inside the vehicle as well if you're in the correct seat in vehicles like the buggy, so you can do some drive-bys. There are gun modules, which we've already seen in the benchmark where we could see the rocket launcher on top of the buggy. So there's going to be quite a few vehicles that are going to have weapons you can shoot from. Next question is, will there be different types of vehicles? We always know that's an easy one. Yes, we know about sandbikes, buggies, ornithopters, harvesters, transporters, vehicles of all different sizes. And it seems a lot of them have different upgrades available. So lots of different vehicles. Is the game coming to console? They say not yet. The only way Dune Awakening is coming to Xbox or PlayStation is if the game is successful. If it's not, I do not expect this game to come to Xbox or PlayStation. Now, by far, the most interesting question for me is, will there be private servers? They didn't actually say no. They say they're looking into this. However, it is quite a complex thing to establish and do, but they are actually looking into it. I believe for the longevity of this game, they're going to need private servers. But let me know what you think about this one, because I believe this will be a make or break factor. How cool would it be to be able to mod Dune Awakening, have your own servers, pump up the worms, make them everywhere, or like have sliders or some sort of way where you can manipulate the game world, particularly in the PvE area. And then outside that, you could also have or hire or rent PvP servers. So where you can muck around with all the settings. So it could be really interesting and fun to be able to like have a PvP arena where you just like drop all these vehicles and just have everyone battling it out. There could be so many cool scenarios around this, and I really hope it's something they do and investigate and get it sorted quickly. But here's hoping. How often will the DLCs come out? We've already answered this in the last video, but it's every 3 to 4 months. What happens when you die in PvP? Do you drop everything? So this is one thing that was a bit perplexing. It's unusual because it goes against what Joel says. So I'm going to go with what Joel says and say that you only drop a portion of your spice, Solari, anything that's stackable, you will lose a portion of it. You don't actually drop all of it, and technically you drop it into a chest, and if by some magic in the PvP zone no one picks it up, you can go there and get it all back. but obviously that's not going to happen. You die, you probably won't be able to get that stuff back. You do not lose any of your weapons, your armor, or your utilities like your cutter array. Only things that are stackable can you lose. Now, what's odd is that in this Q&A, Jeff says you can actually lose all your spice, your cache, I'm guessing just meaning stackable items, the Solari resources and things like that, he says. So this is inconsistent between the director and Jeff. So it's going to be interesting to see because this would be pretty brutal for PvE players, excellent for PvP players. They also do say that this can change and that something can modify this for 1 week. So this is leading to that thing we've talked about before, where there might be full PvP where you drop everything if you win one of the Lance Rad rounds that happen each week. So let me know what you think about this. Who do you think is right? Is it going to be Jeff, the world director, or Joel, the creative director for Dune Awakening? I'm going to go with Joel on this one. Let me know what you think. Can you pet the worm? Bit of a meme question. Obviously, you won't be able to pat the worm. They make some jokes saying that you can pat it from inside. From inside its belly. What's the max guild size? I believe we've covered this already, but they say 30 to 32 players. So your guild is quite limited in this scheme of things. The server instances are capped at about 40. So they are confirming that the Haga Basins are only going to be 40 players max. So just think about how many servers they're going to need for everyone. So 30 to 32 players for a guild. That's quite a small number. I wonder how it will work when you have divisions within guilds or how they'll sort of get around that because that's not very big, but it makes sense to keep them smaller. So you have a lot more groups battling it out for power. But that pretty much covers all the Q&A. I just wanted to separate this as a different video. A few interesting things we've learned. Not too much that we haven't covered already, but we're getting very close. And I'm really hoping Funcom will select me for early access or a review copy, but he's dreaming. I have been in contact with him, but it's not looking too good. But let me know what you think so far of everything that we've covered in the last few videos. We've learned a lot of information. Got anything out of this? Consider liking, subscribing. Thanks very much. Peace.